rescue a lot of baboons. Our ideal is actually that we are able to release those animals again back into the wild. Today we start with moving the group of 30 yellow baboons in a new enclosure. It's a special enclosure where we're going to prepare this group for their release later this year. The group is about 30 animals in total. And today we aim to do the first 10, the big males and the adult females with their young. We're going to knock them down. We do a medical check. They get all their identifications, so they get colored earrings, so we can recognize them when they go into the new enclosure. And after they wake up, then they go outside, because the first time in a very new and brand new and very big enclosure, so it's going to be really exciting.
I am Richard Sona, a veterinarian at the Wildlife Centre. The individuals that we started with today are the big, dangerous males or big alpha females, that we essentially cannot physically restrain with maybe a net or any other device that is not chemical. We try to reduce the possibility of or potential of an accident by darting.
Released.
I should take about 5-6 minutes for him to take effect, and probably within the next 8 minutes we should be moving in. The first one was Buddy. Buddy is the alpha male, because there are always group hierarchical dynamics that you need to consider when you're moving animals, and so it was seen prudent to start with him, so that the protocol that we're using goes smoothly. Otherwise it cannot be random, getting a big guy or getting a small one. It needs to be all done systematically. We basically have to check their health status, check for TB, check for parasites, look at any kind of disabilities that they might have. And the reason for this is obviously to try and release healthy animals into the wild, so that we can keep the wild populations, healthy and not introduce human diseases to them. Erosion of the upper middle incisors.
Can you get it? Somebody get it?
Erosion upper middle.
Yeah.
TB test done?
Yep.
Normally with the drug that we use, it should take about 45 minutes, for him to come around. He took us a while to work on, and there wasn't any apparent need to reverse him, because he's a big guy and he was the first one to work on. The reversal is quite expensive as well, so we essentially had to let him go through the anesthesia, and again it might also be of benefit to the other ones that might turn victim to him if they find him fully awake. So that's also a bit strategic in a way.
Well, my role is here as the release manager, so I need to take care of every training that will be carried out here. So that is my principal role, to see. And after this training, 6 months, what we'll do is we'll identify those animals that are well adapted to the new training, such that they can be released in the wild, and then we expect them to survive in the wild.
So we take one from the side. So I'm just measuring the body length.
We need to carry the animal up to their new enclosure, where you can find the animal. This is the first animal in the new enclosure. They will spend 6 months here, and for the 6 months that they will be here, we have 2 main aspects that we need to carry out. We have rehabilitation, and under rehabilitation we have 3 aspects. We have feeding. Under this feeding, we want to see how the animals, we want to train the animals, rehabilitate them to see how they can feed on food that is found in the wild, because now in the wild the animals, we will not provide them with food, so they need to look for food on their own. So that's why we want to keep them in this enclosure where you have natural food, and then we encourage them to feed on natural food.
Can you hear it?
That's it. The next aspect is group cohesion. Now, these animals need to be in a group. They should be that strength. They need to maintain some sort of strength in the wild, because once there is the group cohesion, it becomes possible for this animal not to be attacked by predators.
Hello. We have 2 babies.
There will be somebody who will come and observe all the animals, how they will ascend from their sleeping sites, which animal gets down first and which animal comes down last. And we notice that what we are expecting is that the group leader always leads. He has to ascend first, and then the other animals will follow. Likewise, when he's descending, he descends first, then the other animals will follow. So then we have the second greatest part is a training, and this training we need to train the animals on how to identify predators. So we'll do a snake training, we'll do a dog training, and then human avoidance. So this is principally, in a nutshell, what we'll be doing in this new enclosure.
Fence is working, sure? Yeah. I'm very happy today. Yeah, this was actually a quite big project to move 30 baboons here, doing a medical check, release them in a completely new enclosure. We've been working for 3 months on this enclosure really hard, and it's always exciting when you see animals like this now going out. It's a beautiful enclosure with lots of natural vegetation, big trees in there, and it's so wonderful to see those big animals there now outside. It's yeah, it's a bit emotional. Yeah.
You are free. He's going to meet the wife.
Oh, it's very well, very smoothly. It went as beyond our expectation, really. Everything has been done, all samples have been collected. We need to try and prepare them adequately, appropriately for release. You know, they don't really belong here. They belong in the wild. They need to be free. So this is an opportunity that many other animals like this may never get. So these are the lucky ones.
At this moment we have one big sponsor, which is the Born Free Foundation. It's one of the biggest sponsors of this project. At this moment we are still collecting money from trying to get other funders to come in. But yeah, it's if you want to do a good release project and you want to do it the proper way, like we would like to do, to also give it a big chance of success in the wild later on, then we really need people to help us and sponsor this project.